Good morning. Today is the summer solstice, the longest day of the year, and a time to slow down and soak up the light. I've got a lot planned, and I'd love for you to come along. The garden is full of new growth. Today is the perfect day to harvest some of my favorite summer herbs. I'm collecting some chamomile, some mint for tea, lemon balm, some comfrey. To make the infused oils, I gently clean and dry the herbs and then let them be covered in a good carrier oil like olive oil or sunflower oil, and they'll sit for a few weeks and be ready and infused. I always like to give a little gift package at the solstice and equinox to a friend, and I have a new one at work, and I made her this cute little basket. She always wears an apron, so I definitely had to sew one of my aprons in there, and just some other goodies that I've made here on my channel. She loved it, and she made me this really cool cement leaf print that she specializes in. I gotta find a special place to put it in my garden. Hey guys, so I'm gonna give you a little garden tour. It is June, we're about to hit the summer, and I haven't done a garden tour yet. I've been busy, so let's see what's popping. Here's some garlic I picked that's drying out here. I got the snake plants, all my house plants are out. I got some eucalyptus here that just keeps getting bigger. Those are some flowers, some annuals from work. I love all my hanging guys. This guy's looking better than he was inside. Really interested to see how this does this summer, if it can come back to looking better. My jade out here. I chopped this really good, did the whole Chelsea chop. I don't know why everybody's calling that, but for some reason it's looking like something's eating it or something. I don't like that. But hopefully it'll be bushy and not super tall and floppy this fall when the mums flush out. We got lemon balm coming here. I chopped that way back too. It's coming. My lavender's gonna need a chop here in a minute. So now we're gonna go around. Here we got, this stuff's gonna start suffering because it's getting hot, because this is the broccoli and celery. It's really hot here, but then the peppers, they've been suffering and they're gonna be happier now. I know this is like a Brazilian starfish. I don't remember what this is. So peppers coming. This is parsley. That's looking really nice. My rose is coming back. It got eaten alive, but it's getting more leaves. I'm glad. Should love the dead guys. This kind of has a bunch of herbs in here. I got chamomile, rosemary, calendula. I don't remember what else I put in here. Maybe this is basil. This looks like something I put in here too. I put stuff everywhere, guys, this year. There's a strawberry there. This is feverfew, which hasn't bloomed yet, but I think it has a bloom kind of like chamomile. I got a big old sage plant, which was a tiny nub, and it came back to that, which is awesome. I got two kinds of tomatoes coming back here. I don't remember what this one is. He's looking kind of sad and thirsty right now. I'll have to water these later tonight. These look like San Marzanos. Some borage. I had some radishes here, but I picked them, and nasturtium is finally starting to flower. Then here we got some more peppers and marigolds. Everybody has a marigold and a pepper here. The marigolds are popping, and the peppers are just going to start coming to their own because this heat is what they like. So let's head on down here. See these elephant ear. I always get these out later, but look, they're coming. They're coming along. They were in my basement all winter. I just took the pot and put it in there. It's coming back. Then we go over here. We have tomatoes. I think that's more broccoli. I got lots of little zinnias in here. There's some more chamomile. marigolds. That right there is thyme that came back, which I'm happy about. These are some onions, which I don't know what they're doing. I should pick them still. Dill, zinnias, some dahlias I put in here. These are squash. They're just starting to come along. Here's some more borage. Lots of marigolds in this bed. More squash. Hopefully the tomatoes, I need to come tie again here. Tie this around. Tie that off eventually because they're going to go up and over the arch. Over here I have cucumbers. They're supposed to go in the arch. I don't know what that bug is. I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know if that's a cucumber beetle or what he is. He's crazy. Is he going to land? I don't know what that guy is. Where'd he go? There he goes. He's off. Anyway, cucumbers. I got marigolds. I got some another annuals from work that I plopped in there. Here, I think is more squash, more zinnias, more calendula that's getting eaten by something. Same for the zinnias. Oh, and this is dahlia. These zinnias are looking nice. This is a crazy nasturtium that's going insane here. And there should be some more squash, but it's just kind of getting overtaken by the nasturtium. And my comfrey, which I harvested earlier, is getting crazy. I'm gonna have to cut some of this out for my mom later on. But it has gone crazy this season, this comfrey. Just come around here, give you another side view. I had to like put these gates around it to hold it up. I did have a cucumber in here, but it is not. It's struggling. I don't know if he's gonna make it or not. Nothing is climbing this trellis on this side yet. Then we come over here to this crazy forest of elderberry, which you can see some of them are flowering, some of them are starting to berry, and it's like covering my wattle flower bed here. After I get berries off it this year, this is gonna get cut way back. So I don't wanna crowd out. I got things down in here. What do I have in here? I have zinnia, I put a borage in here. I think these are bachelor buttons. There's just other stuff in here that is getting taken over, crowded out. See, you can't even see it all. I don't even know, because this, look how many berries there's going to be on this. This is going to be insane. I'm going to have some fun elderberry. I already am making elderflower syrup, trying to make a video of that. It is not, or not elderflower syrup, elderflower champagne. It's not getting bubbly. I didn't add yeast. I was hoping it would have natural, but it didn't. But we're still going to let it go and taste it and see how it does. We'll get this vine out of here. So yeah, I got some tiger lilies going to be blooming here soon. I need to come get some more vines out of the way, but the elderberry is going bonkers, guys. Like, I don't think you understand the scope here of just, this was like 2 little cuttings 2 years ago, and now it's just like insane. So then I'm gonna come over here. I have this bed. So this is my other wattle, like perennial flower. It has some annuals in it too, but it's kind of going crazy. So my Shastas are usually so tall and flopping, and I cut them so hard. And they're flowering up and they're lower. Probably gonna have more flowers. I'm really excited for that. The echinacea I didn't want to cut because I wanted flowers sooner. Maybe I should have, but they're all budding up too. And they're taller. Then here is my hardy hibiscus, which, you see those little black and white things? Those are lanternfly nymphs that I hate. Anyway, I don't know why they're hanging out there. But this hardy hibiscus, look at it. This is it flopping everywhere in this bed. I'm gonna have to tie it up because it just goes crazy. It's gonna cover up my other things in here. I got marigolds. I got dahlias, weeds. This is bee balm. This is coxcomb. I really have not had any snapdragons. I might have to buy some of those from work. So none of my snapdragons have made it. These guys, bachelor buttons, looking nice. These are more of that hardy hibiscus, but they are getting ate up. I don't know what's eating them. Slugs, maybe. Oh, and here's my... This is supposed to be like capturing bugs under it. See, there's one roly-poly. I don't know. Anyway, this is just craziness. Forage, more dahlias, more zinnias. Oh, the orange over there is butterfly weed. And that little seed pod thing, that was columbine, that's just spring and done. So I would like to have some snapdragons in here. I might need to get some from work because none of them have come to fruition. Look, here's a vinca though that's like fighting through the weeds. I haven't had a lot of time, but let's continue on here. This looks like my one canna that has come back. I covered it with straw in hopes that it would keep a lot of the other ones that did not come back, but that one is actually, must be protected enough there. We'll talk about what's in that when I go around. We got some pasta that are hanging down here. This is a sassafras tree, I think. I need to cut it. It's been cut, keeps coming back. So there's the forest. There's more elderberry happening down there. Here's my weed patch. This is a redbud tree, which I don't know that I like it there, but also maybe I'll let it be there. It's going to eventually shade some things, but maybe I'll need less down here then. So then here's a Rosa Sharon that got cut way back and is coming alive. I started that from seed. Awesome. This is my potato bed, which this is looking kind of rough. It never flowered. I don't like that it's flopping like it is, like things are eating it, or there's a pest. I have to look into this. I'll write it on the screen if I discover anything, but I never saw flowers. Because usually this is like what it starts looking at when you need to harvest them. But they never flowered. I don't know what's going on here. I gotta figure that out. Then here we got some garlic. You saw some of that on the porch. I need to come pull the rest. And then I got pumpkins coming here. We'll look at them in a minute. And here's my yarrow. Look guys, it's gonna flower. I'm so excited. My one yarrow, I want it to become a giant bush. I want it, I hope. Anyway, so the pumpkins. This is like elephant garlic. Let's try it. You guys right here. Let me see, can I pull it out? There it is. I don't know. So there's elephant garlic. You are trailing the wrong way, buddy. You need to go start climbing up here. That's where the pumpkins are going, up on the arch. So we got this garlic. What else in here can I see? This doesn't seem like it's been very productive here. That's a regular one. They just look pretty sad, guys. Like I planted them too close. That one's all right. They're gonna go up. They'll go dry. The other ones, and then my pumpkins. Trying to see, do I need to point that other guy on there up the trellis? I think I do. Here's some more elephant garlic. Definitely does not get as big as some other people's I've seen. Let's get this garlic out of here. And then I can take this pumpkin and stick him where he needs to start going, which is up. And this pumpkin, see, it's not big enough yet. But yeah, so there's some more garlic. Then over here we have kale. I think these are onions in here. Yeah, I don't know how these are gonna be. We'll see. And then there's carrots, which is crazy because I have such a hard time. These are not thinned. I should thin them more. They're not gonna get very deep in this baby pool though. here's some of my onions coming. Ooh, this one's probably the biggest one I've seen. Holy moly. Wow. So I gotta put these to dry. Probably pick a few more. Here I have blackberries, which I'm trying to keep protected. But something would crawl in there and eat those. So I don't know if they'll stay protected. But so this is the garden out here. Oh, I was gonna tell you too, I took one snap peek on here. It just hasn't done well. And I need to put green beans in here. Maybe that's some of them coming up here, I think. But it looks like they're getting eaten by things. My green beans, I don't know. Then we got this awesome guy. This is celosia, chamomile, petunias, calendula in there. I put snapdragons in here, but I don't see them. Snapdragons were not on my jam this year, guys. So here's these Shastas again. So where did I put, let me get that other garlic. Alright, and just to show you the bottom side, my hanging tomatoes. I know I love this idea, but it never does what I want it to do. There's definitely fruit on there, but it looks sad. It looks so sad and pathetic. This one doesn't have any. I don't know what I'm... Fruit on that one too. Then I'm going to check over here. So look, there's a Shasta that I planted and it's coming out right there. Here is lilac I put in here. And there's some bee balm. A lot of this Pachysandra ivy. I hate it. But it was covered in daffodils, so that was nice. I need to cut this back. I forget what I think it's a spice tree. It gets too big. It's shading out my other yarrow that I have here. Two of them back here. She's actually bigger than that other one. And I think that's a Rose of Sharon too that I got there. So that's exciting. Alright, so now I'm going to give you a little tour of my back deck because that's where a lot of my houseplants are. Here's a beautiful variegated spider plant. My mom got him a couple years ago for me. Maybe not even this one. This might be one of its babies. Here is my little hanging succulent propagation station. I just moved this out here today. We'll see how it does. But I like how it looks. I think this is parsley that's growing in with this guy that I grew from seed. I got this guy at Hilltop and he survived and is looking okay. He likes it right here. Alright, so up here we got, houseplant. This guy I need to cut and propagate because he's like super leggy. I should do that later. Christmas Easter cactus, my jade. He's getting used to be outside, but he always likes being out here. Another variegated spider. This shelf is full of propagations. This is me propagating some mums, some other succulents. So yeah, we just keep going down. We got more down here, cactus, more succulents. This was full of petunias, but it's not doing so well. Some of them are blooming still. Here's my neighbor's coleus. She did such a good job. Yay, Sarah. I got one over here too. I'll show you. And then this shamrock that I've had, probably one of my oldest houseplants. This is shamrock. I got it before my daughter was born, so it's old. She's about to be 10 this year. Here's my lettuce from my lettuce experiment. I've trapped a lot of it, and there's still some growing here, miraculously. Should chop it again and use that tonight. And here's the sunflowers, which I have to step back so you can see. They are probably about 5 foot tall, the tallest right now, and I think I can't tell if they're budding up or just getting ready to sprout more leaves. They might be budding up. We'll have to see. Here's some more of that coleus from my neighbor. Here is another shamrock, the purple version, looking cute. This is a geranium my mom grew from seed. I'm gonna baby that guy. My geraniums that I've been keeping alive, I just chopped a lot of them, which this has some of that shamrock growing in there, which is crazy. here's my chamomile, which I've been harvesting. I need to come out and harvest some more. That's why there's a lot of sticks on it, because I just pluck them off. Some random lettuce and petunias that are growing. I just did a lot of chopping off of these geraniums, and they're all propagating in here to bush up. And then these were the scented geraniums that I had to really give a good pruning at work, and I brought these home to try and propagate them. This was the pruning from the ones at work, so I like them because they have that citronella smell. Like I said, petunias that just reseed everywhere, which is insane. There's oregano in here, there's mint in here, there's sweet alyssum. Here's more petunias that came from work, begonias from work, alyssum. These petunias, I think I grew the longer ones, the leggier ones. These are the ones from work. So let's go back in here. These guys have fairy lights on them, which I love. I'll try and get a nighttime picture of for you. This guy, I think I showed you guys how I propagated him because he was getting real leggy. This aloe, it loves this spot. Here is my rubber tree, and it is a champion. Like inside all winter, it's fine. It grows a little, but not that much. I chopped it last year, so you see like the top I chopped off down there, and here where I chopped it, and look how it branched. It was just growing straight, and if you want it to branch out, you have to chop it. I've learned this about trees. Things need pruning to grow. So look, it branched out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 branches or so, which is crazy, and all these little red things here will be new leaves coming out. Since I've moved it outside, it's like gone crazy. You burn a little bit from the sun. Here, some of these leaves are, maybe I should have done it slower for them, but it is going. These will, fall off, and I'll cut them and we'll move on. All right, now let's look over here. This pot has self-seeded itself with new marigolds. I think I see like one little bud on there, so that's gonna be full of marigolds soon. That was petunias that I seeded. That's struggling. It needs water more often than I give it. Here is the top down of some of my tomatoes, my cherry bucket tomatoes. Don't love them, but it's got petunias in there and basil. The basil I had a hard time with this year too. I might get some of that from work. Here is where I started my ginger. It needs some water, and that garden is insane because some of that stuff came back, some of it I seeded, some of it I brought from work. That's just like a little crazy little flower fun fest that I like to look at when I'm sitting out here. And here's the garden that we were just in down there. And that is pretty much it for June out here. I am busy working, and there's going to be a lot more weeds this year, probably less vegetables, probably more things dying because I water them less, but still fun. Anyway, I've also been planning a craft afternoon at work. So we're going to be making some painted terracotta pots, and I'm very excited about it. I will make a video about how that goes, and also here's just a little quick tour of some of the flowers that are going on at my work right now at Career Nursery. So as this solstice day winds down, I'm going to do a little fire to reflect over this past season and look forward to the warmth of summer. Catching lightning bugs always makes me feel like a kid again. It's such a simple joy, one that I hope I can never grow out of. So thanks for spending this summer solstice with me, whether you're in the garden, creating something new, or simply soaking in the sunlight. I hope you're finding joy in this season.